Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Y'all gonna be surprised today because I do a full face. Eyes, face, lips, cheeks, everything. If you're interested in how I achieve this soft, smoky eye with a little bit of brown going on and some gold, pinky stuff going on my lid, you know what you gotta do. You gotta stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna hop right into it. Excuse the kids and the dogs if you can hear them in the background. Yeah, I'm gonna be placing, I've already placed NC35 and a little bit of Makeup Forever's Clown White on my lid. I'm gonna be placing M.A.C Reubenesque paint pot on my lid. The first color we're gonna put down is M.A.C Soft Brown. That's the first color I'm gonna use to build up my crease. And I want a defined line, that's why I have the tape there. Couldn't find my shadow shields, so yeah. Okay, I'm gonna jump in really deep and I'm gonna put corduroy in my crease. Okay, I don't normally go from soft brown to corduroy, but today for what we're doing, that's what I'm gonna do. And you're just going to concentrate the corduroy more toward the edge of your crease and then make sure the majority of the color is here and then bring it across. And I'm going to be taking M.A.C Handwritten and I'm going to concentrate that color right in the outer crease area and the lower V here. And we're really going to deepen this color here. Place the majority of it there and then you're going to blend across. Okay, we're going to come out of the crease and V area and I'm going to go in, I'm going to concentrate on the lid. I'm going to use a color called Nano Gold. It's like a pinky gold with little flecks of pink and gold in it. And I'm really going to pack that color on the lid. Okay, we're going to go back into the crease and I'm going to be taking that same corduroy on that fluffier blending brush and just going to take a little bit of it and we're going to play with the shadows and just blend the top part of that out. Okay, I'm going to be taking Nars's CoconutGrove, which is like the brownest brown ever, and I'm going to be taking that on a blending brush, but it has a pointy end. And I'm going to place that color really concentrated right on the edge where the tape is. And if you're not using tape, just make sure you put it on the edge of where the chocolates meet. And you're really going to pack that color in there. Okay, once you've got that color packed on to the consistency and the getting the color payoff you want, I'm going to go back in with that fluffier blending brush. I'm going to go back into corduroy and I'm going to take that and I'm just going to blend out the edges of this V area and really focus the color right here. And just blend and play with it. Okay, so your eyes should look something like this. I'm going to come back and I'm going to have lashes on and I'm going to show you what I do with the rest of my face. Okay, I added a little bit of M.A.C Vanilla Pigment to the lid to just give it a little more zing. Okay, so my sister does this sometimes when she is going to work in the morning where she only uses concealer on her face, and I'm going to show you that method here. I also saw another YouTuber do this, really young, beautiful girl, and I'm going to put a link to her video where she does this in there as well. So I have my M.A.C Pro Long Wear Concealer on the back of my hand, and the mixture of what I use is going to be in the description bar. And I'm going to place that on a sponge and I'm going to work that into my skin. Okay, I'm going to be taking M.A.C Richly Honed Pro Sculpting Cream and I'm going to place that right under my jawbone. Okay, so I have my concealer on and I have my sculpting contour cream on. Now I'm going to highlight under my eyes. I have Kevin Aquan and the Pro Long Wear Concealer. Again, all of the products I use are going to be in the information bar and I'm going to place that underneath my eye just to brighten it. And I'm going to keep it right there. That's what it should look like. And now while that is settling, and I like to let it settle because I'm going to also dry under there and then I'm going to set it. I'm going to take that same Pro Sculpting Cream and I'm going to carve out my nose, contour it. I'm taking a brush. I'm going to blend that out. Okay, notice I'm also carving out my cheek a little bit. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to, but I just don't like too much brightness toward my nose. So I just contour it and then I kind of use the extra and carve out my cheek. Now I'm going to go back in and make sure that the under part of my eye is dry before I set it. Okay, I'm going to be using Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder to set under my eye. You can use whatever you have. A lot of people like to use the Ben Nye Banana Powder. And I'm going to set all the places that I highlighted. I'm going to set the rest of my face with M.A.C Mineralized Skin Finish in dark. All the places that I contoured and the places that I didn't. I'm also going to use this to start brushing off the excess powder. Except for under my eye, I want to keep that a little bit brighter. Just using a brush to take off the excess powder. Make sure you're gentle, so you don't disturb what you put down. I'm going to contour my face. I'm using Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette. I'm going to be taking Havana and Java together, and I'm going to just reinforce the cream contour that I put down right under my cheekbone. Okay, to reinforce the contour and make it look like you have like an extra shadow there, a little something extra, I'm going to be using M.A.C Definitive Sculpting Blush. I think that's what it's called, and a piece of cardboard, or you can use an old ID card or whatever, and I'm going to place that in the center of that contour, and I'm just going to give it a little brush through. See the difference that makes as opposed to that one? For blush, I'm going to keep it pink, and I'm going to be using Nars' Dolce Vita. I'm just going to blend that into the contour. I'm going to be using Nars' Angelica. I really love this blush. It's like a pinky, rosish color, but it has these little flecks of gold in it. And I'm going to put that on the apples of my cheek and just blend it back into the Dolce Vita. To highlight the cheekbones and bridge of my nose, I'm going to be using M.A.C Perfectly Poised. And the majority of the color is going to be the lighter color in the center. And that's the more pinky, rosish one. Rosish one. I'm going to put a little bit on my chin and just my jawline, even though I didn't put anything else there, just to give it a little shimmer, a little glow. See how that pops out that cheek? Only thing I did not forget, I know y'all thought I forgot, I did not forget my eye. The only thing we're going to put on right now is mascara. That's it. And I'm only going to put mascara on the bottom lashes. Okay, so this is my new favorite pink combo right now. And I'm going to be using Hip and Happy to fill my lips in. I outline my lips with 80% cream stick liner. I'm going to be using M.A.C Snob lipstick. And I'm going to top it off with Dreamy Lip Gloss. Now, you guys know I overdo blush and I overdo lips. Feel free to stop where you feel comfortable. Okay, so there you have it. That's the look. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, a little something different. I forgot all about doing just concealer under here until I did it one day. I was late for work and I was like, you know, I'm gonna do that. And then I started following this girl. I keep saying this girl. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna get her name. I'm gonna put it in the information bar so you guys can check her out. Young, fabulous, happening young YouTuber. And yeah, so I decided to do it. Now, this look is not, or this technique is not really good if you have a lot of problem skin areas that you need to cover up and correct. This is if you have like a little, you know, skin tone like mine, where you just have a few blemishes that you can get away with just putting concealer here and not doing any other type of coverage there. So anyway, I am rambling, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Bye.